And at the right time, God sent his Son to die for us. And that even while we were his enemies, under his wrath, Christ died for us. So we were children of wrath, but now we are the children of God. We are no longer alienated from him. We are now reconciled to him and brought to him. And that's who we are. And what a wonderful thing that is. John almost wants us to pause there. We are called children of God, and so we are. That is enough right there for our confidence, isn't it? You are a child of God, therefore be confident. But he has more to say. And so he says, the reason why the world does not know us. Now, what's he mean here? Obviously, the world knows us. They know we exist. They can physically see us. They have intercourse with us. They communicate with us. They know we are here. What he's talking about is they don't get us. They don't get what we're about. They don't get how we live life. They don't get what we value, which is the reversal of them. And so I don't even know who you are. You just dropped out of a foreign planet somewhere. I don't even understand the language you use. That's what John's trying to say. And why does the world not know us? Because the world did not know him. We talked about Dietrich Bonhoeffer last time. Bonhoeffer once said that Christ came to this world and the world pushed him out and pushed him all the way onto the cross. Wanted nothing to do with him, and wanting nothing to do with his message, and wanting nothing to do with the gospel. And so the world doesn't know us because it did not know him. Aliens plopped down in this world. Then John goes on to say, behold, we are God's children now. He's already told us that. He's just reiterating it. So we are God's children now, and what we will be has not yet appeared. Now, I love those words. I think those words should be emblazoned upon our foreheads. Those words will so help us be patient with each other. What we will be has not yet appeared. How will that not help us? These little frictions that come up among each other, these frictions that come up in our churches, these frictions that come up in our families. This is what parents need to tell themselves every time they look at their kids. What they will be has not yet appeared. What they will be has not yet appeared. They come in, they do the absolute dumbest thing right before your very eyes. You know what your first thought should be? What they will be has not yet appeared. It can be very comforting and assuring. It's also true of patience with ourselves. What we will be has not yet appeared. And I don't mean in any way that this becomes some excuse then to condone sin, either in us or others. But it's a reminder that we are not yet what we will be. We are now children of God, but we are not yet what we will be. I have to tell myself this as a teacher of students. What they will be has not yet appeared. What they will be has not. It's tremendously reassuring, these 7 words from 1 John. And then he says this. This is what we will be. We will be like him. We'll be like him. Paul says back in Corinthians, speaking of how we have come into this relationship with Christ, and he says we are being transformed from one degree of glory to another. You can almost sort of picture this upward spiral that as we look to Christ, and we honestly look to Christ and let Christ's reflection, as we see it in the pages of Scripture, come back on us. We see those areas we need to correct. And then what do? We look back at Scripture And we see more areas. And then we look back to Scripture again, and we see more areas. And we grow in our maturation as Christians. We grow in conformity to the image of Christ.